Hey, and welcome to the vodcast for nicksmoot.com. If you don't know what this is my blog where I'm talking about my nonprofit we got going. It's called Simple Mentoring, and there's two sides to it. There's the parent side, Simple Mentoring, and then there's this teen side, Mythos Project. And usually we tell some story about the nonprofit or about a family that's using our model, or some encouragements for you guys. Today, I just want to give you a thought to think about, because today's Saturday before Easter, and it might not be when you're watching this if you're watching it a couple days late, but the application still is perfect for a lot of things in life, specifically holidays or just actions or things you find yourself doing maybe out of habit as opposed to out of thought. And like, for example, one of the things that I think is an important habit or a skill set to learn is to ask the question why, and kind of boil things all the way down. I would suggest you got to go to my blog today, nicksmoot.com, if you're not actually there right now, and read the article I wrote. It's real short, but it kind of hits home the point. But ask that question, why? Boil it all the way down. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And think about it. It's funny when you boil things down to their smallest parts. Certain things become really entertaining and funny, and other things kind of leave you miffed and asking the question of, why on earth would anybody do that? You know that you're the one doing it over and over and over again. But you can boil some things down, like I said, and they're funny. Like, I don't know, golf. I love golf, but if you really boil it down to its least, parts, its smallest parts, I take a club, I hit a little white ball, hit this little white ball through the air. I'm gonna go walk to it, and I hit it again. I hit into the trees, because that's me. Hit it out of the trees, back into the trees, and then finally I get to this really short grass, and I hit the ball on it, and the ball moves really fast, and try and put it in a little hole in the ground. And I hang out with a bunch of other guys who are really horrible at it too, and we just hit our little white ball all over this big park. It's kind of a funny thought if you boil it down like that. But I would suggest look at things like holidays. Why are you doing what you're doing? Boil it down to the bare bones. What's the purpose really behind it? When I boil down golf, I realize it's really not even about hitting the little white ball around, but it's about spending time with people and these guys that I get to walk around for 4 hours on a golf course with and talk and understand things about them, learn things, and also maybe test my temper if I get too angry because I'm horrible at golf. But ask that question why, boil things all the way down. The reason what got me thinking about this was Easter, specifically, because there's a lot of families, teenagers, adults, that you guys are just going through the habitual motions. Families are coming over, we're all worried about cooking big meals, and these big meals are going to have to be perfect because if they're not perfect, then family members will get angry, and make sure we hide all the eggs in the backyard or else the kids will get really frustrated. And we serve these holidays as opposed to letting these holidays serve as a marker for us to remember what they're really about and then celebrate that as a family. So we find ourselves serving this thing out of habit. So boil things all the way down and ask the question why would be my suggestion. I actually titled the blog was Boil Easter, Not the Egg. And trust me, I love Easter. I think it's one of the most incredible holidays ever. But what I'm saying is just boil it down. Don't just make it about going to the mall and hanging out with the Easter bunny and then finding this rabbit that lays eggs in the backyard full of candy. Maybe boil it down and remember what it's about and then implement that with your family somehow. So, you get what I'm saying? Boil things down, ask the question why. It's important in families to be very intentional and purposeful about what you're doing, because if not, you find yourself mindlessly floating. And these are key opportunities, teenagers, for you to use this to bond your family together. You can use a holiday like Easter and find this, as opposed to being something where you're all stressed out hiding eggs. It could be a moment where you guys as a family make some great memories and converse about things that really matter. Because behind every holiday, there's actually something most of the time that usually matters. Talk to you guys on Monday. Have a great day.